Hi, how are you doing? I hope February has been amazing for you. February is Black History Month, and I can't believe this day has come. It's something that I've been dying to participate in. I've always wanted to be part of a Blackathon. Blackathon is a super exciting and meaningful reading event hosted by Bowties and Books. Came up with very powerful prompts this year, and I'm really looking forward to participating. The books by Black authors that I'm most excited to read are Nightcrawling by Leila Motley and Octavia E. Butler's Fledgling. I still don't have copies of those books, but I will. I will someday because I've heard amazing things about those books. Ever since I started this channel, I'm pretty new to this community, but the two standouts for me by Black authors would be The Poetics by Elizabeth Acevedo and Here's a Daily Words, The Terrible. This is a memoir. Both books are so gorgeously written. I highly recommend, if you're into lyrical storytelling, definitely grab these two books. And I also have to tell you, because I'm this close, I am so tempted, like you have no idea how I wanted to pick this book up as my book for my Blackathon participation. Thea Williams' 7 Days in June. Literally, I have not heard a single bad review for this book. Everyone is all praises. But I can pick this because this is part of a secret TBR that I'm doing for later this year. So, of course, I'm picking this book. You already know what this is. You have already seen the thumbnail and the title of this video, so you know what this is. This came in the mail yesterday. The theme for this year's Blackathon is centered on warriors, and there are 3 teams to choose from. The prompts that I have chosen are part of Team Hatshepsut. I'm pronouncing that wrong for sure. The prompts that I've chosen while I open this package.
Prompt number 3 is a book of any genre with impressive creative architecture or that is set largely in one building, such as in a college or an office romance or in a hospital. And then we have prompt number 4, which is a book with lavishly wealthy characters or explores class.
Ace of Spades by Farida Abike Iyemide. I've always been intrigued about the dark academia trend. I've tried to look it up, and there are definitely a lot of popular titles under that genre. The only one I've read, I think, is The Lake of Dead Languages by Carol Goodman. I've read this over a decade ago, during my early 20s. But yeah, I want this to be my first foray into dark academia. This is also one of those books that there are no bad reviews, as far as I know. So, I think I have good taste. I'm confident that this is going to be excellent. I was able to secure a decent remaindered copy at such a reasonable price. So, thank you, Abu Books. I am a paperback girly all the way, but I just really had to get this hardcover copy because it's iconic. It's so stunning. Look. Let me read to you the dedication. This is so meaningful. For all the black kids drowning in the sunken place, desperately trying to claw their way out, this book is for you. and for my mom who believed in me first and gave me my love of fables. My very first ever Blackathon participation. I'm looking forward to joining it every year. See you. I'll talk to you later. I'm halfway through chapter 13 in Davon's point of view. You know what? I came here for Dark Academia. I didn't know what I was signing up for. There are so many heartbreaking moments that are written so piercingly, especially Davon's parts. Davon's chapters are always guaranteed to rip my heart, and how do I get through the rest of this book? This is so beautifully depicted. You come in thinking, oh, it's high school drama. It's high school drama. But then, the profound way that their lives are discussed and depicted. This is excellent. I can't wait to get my heart shattered even more. Good luck to me. I hope I make it out alive. Talk to you later. In his home of worn leather sofas, tabletops with cracked edges, mismatched chairs, and exposed pipes, there is so much love. Even if that love is for a version of me that isn't real. I feel it whenever I stare at my ma in the morning as I eat my toast and she gets ready for her first job down at the local school where she cleans. I watch her confidently pray to God for answers before warming her oatmeal in the microwave. I finish my last piece of toast and I hug her from behind, hoping it tells her everything I think about her. I hope that if she finds out about the picture, these hugs remind her that I'm still me, still someone who loves her. I'm halfway through chapter 31. I am this far along. You know what? You know what? I'll talk to you later. My mother was Igbo and my father was Yoruba. I felt lucky growing up to have that mix of such rich cultures, and I wanted you to feel that too. I wanted you to see your name and feel the richness of where you're from. I wanted you to know that when I call your name, Chiamaka, I'm saying, my daughter is beautiful and smart and she brings me so much joy. Her eyes are glassy as she takes my face into her hands and kisses my forehead. I smile, feeling teary, but not because I'm sad. I never thought I'd be proud of my name like that before or knew that it had some special meaning. I have to go and get ready for work now, she says, wiping her eyes and pulling away. I wish Mom would stay and tell me more. I wish she'd work less and spend longer telling me all about the world she grew up in, who she was before me, but instead I watch her move away. I love you, I tell her before she goes, and her eyebrows shoot up in surprise. I don't say it often, so I don't blame her for looking so shocked. Love you too, Chiamaka. There's rice and stew in the kitchen for dinner if you get hungry, she tells me, and I nod. Then she leaves me like she always does, her footsteps echoing in the hallway. I finished Ace of Spades and I enjoyed it so much. As I was reading the final chapters of this book, my mom kept on looking over my shoulder and she kept on remarking how pretty the tab colors are. I couldn't agree more because I very intentionally use bright, dazzling, vibrant colors. If you know, you know. This book definitely deserves the gorgeousness and vibrance. This is going to sound incredibly narcissistic, but can I just congratulate myself for picking the best book that I could possibly pick as an introduction to the dark academia genre? Just kidding. Of course, let's congratulate Farida Abikaiumide. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Let's congratulate the author for coming up with such a moving, compelling, powerful, meaningful work. I enjoyed this so much. So my key takeaway is how dark academia utilizes the high school drama or the high school setting as something of a metaphor for society to expose what's broken, what's rotten, what's wrong about the system. And Ace of Spades did that so well. Execution, chef's kiss. Understandably, my least favorite thing about this book would be the depiction of villains, because I kind of guessed that very early into the book, and while I understand that you couldn't be peak evil than what's already on here, I feel like I would be more impressed if only the intent, the evilness of their purpose, and what they're trying to do, and what they really gaslighted themselves into believing. I feel like I would feel the tension more, or the risk higher, if the method is more sophisticated. I feel like I couldn't understand clearly how it quite doesn't add up, how they would go to the ends of the earth, they would go the extra mile to destroy their lives, but then why would they admit them in the first place? So that's the part that's not clear to me. But nevertheless, we are blessed with two very striking, very unforgettable characters who very brilliantly represent so many things. I love how inconsistency with this very iconic cover design. They are really the opposites, the polar opposites of many things. There's them being on the extreme sides of the popularity spectrum, their school influence, their circle of friends, and even in academics, I love how Chiamaka is excelling in math and science while Devon is into arts and music. So she, in line with how their interests are different, they also handle and deal with life and handle issues in two different ways. She's more straightforward, bold, rational, while he is more introspective and quite jaded and quite reserved. So I love how we're always seeing two different sides of everything. I think it's splendid how we're granted very two opposing personalities in everything. I love it. I'm not gonna lie though, I have a very special preference to Devon's chapters because I feel like in Devon's chapters we get a more liberated Farida Abikainumide in her poetic prowess. So I feel like the emotions in Devon's chapters are more raw, more piercing. You can really tell that Ace of Spades is the work of a poet who has complete control of her plot and her pacing. I finally get to participate in a Blackathon with a very good book at that. I feel successful. Thank you so much again, Jessie, for leading this very cool, very inspirational Black History Month reading event. I will link Jessie's channel down below. February has been a stellar month of reading for me. I hope yours is too. See you in March. Thank you so much for watching.